Hello everyone. In order to help everyone prepare for the lab test tomorrow in Electricity for Technicians, I decided to put together this little video explaining how to set the function generator frequency using purely the oscilloscope. And here I've got my digital oscilloscope and my USB function generator, and it's hooked up exactly how you would do it in the lab. When you're setting the frequency of the function generator, hook the oscilloscope and the function generator directly to each other, just so you know you're getting a really accurate measurement. Now this USB function generator allows me to input a frequency and then hit enter and it'll work. That's not what we can do in the lab though. It just has a dial on it, which doesn't really give you an accurate reading of the frequency, so you've got to hook it up to the oscilloscope. So for this example that I'm doing now, I want to set a 50 Hertz square wave. Right now it's a 10 Hertz sine wave on the scope. So the first thing you've got to do is set it to square wave here, and that's just a dial on the function generator at school. And as you can see, it has switched to a square wave on the oscilloscope. Now, what you want to do to calculate the frequency, or set the frequency of the function generator, is find the period of the wave. So we're doing a 50 Hertz square wave, so you just use this formula here. The period is 1 over the frequency, which is 1 over 50 Hertz, which is 20 milliseconds. So the next step would be to set your horizontal setting on the oscilloscope. So this oscilloscope has 10 horizontal squares, the little divisions. So I can set this to 5 milliseconds per division, and that will make it so that 20 milliseconds on the oscilloscope will be represented by 4 horizontal squares. And I want one period of the signal to be fit perfectly into those 4 squares. So I'm going to set this to 5 right now. Alright, so as you can see, the frequency is clearly wrong. So I'm going to slowly adjust the frequency on my function generator, and you should see it start to close in on the oscilloscope. Almost there. Oops, overshot it a little bit. Alright, so as you can see on the scope display, one period of the signal, which is this, occupies 4 horizontal boxes on the oscilloscope, which means you have the frequency set right. Now, the scopes that we're using in the lab are analog, but since I have a digital one here, I'm just going to hit the measure button, and it says I got the frequency at 50 Hertz, so we did this right. Now, in class, obviously we don't have that functionality, so you just have to rely on calculating the period and then essentially measuring out the wave on the oscilloscope. So I hope this video was helpful to those people who didn't quite understand how to do this, and thanks for watching.